there, quilting friends. It's Carolina Moore, your favorite sewing and quilting YouTuber, and today we're doing month 10 of our four patch block of the month. It's October, it's the 10th month of the year, and we're chugging along on this quilt. If you're new around here, go down to the description. In the description, I have all kinds of links to everything you'll need to get all caught up and get all the details on this quilt and see pictures of what the finished quilt looks like and everything. So go down to the description and find those links. And if you are joining along, let's get started on this month's block. So I have all my pieces cut out. We've got our small squares and our big squares. And I'm going to grab these big squares and go ahead and draw my lines on the back. This is like the third month or so of us doing this, so it should be old hat. We're using this Creative Grids ruler again. It's so inexpensive, and it is so stinking handy for doing half square triangles because you can draw the middle line as well as the lines on either side, so you're actually stitching on lines. And when we stitch on lines rather than stitching a 1/4 inch away from a line, it's always going to be more accurate. Alrighty, so I have all of these lines drawn, and I can put them right sides together with the large blue squares. I'm going to swap out that presser foot again for my J foot. There we go. My threads to the back, and we just have 4 of these this month, so we're just going to stitch them. I have my little thread cutter for cutting my chains. And I will go back to stitching the other side. I grabbed my scissors because I know that there's some longer thread tails that I want to cut away. And now we can cut our half square triangles right down the dotted line, so that would be the middle. All my half square triangles are stitched, so I'm going to go ahead and press them, and they can all get pressed towards the blue. All the dog ears need to be trimmed off, so I'm going to go ahead and trim off my dog ears. If you want to square up your blocks, these would all square up at 3.5 inches. So you can square these up to 3.5 inches if you like. And clean up my little quilt confetti here. And now we can lay out the block. The block is pretty simple. It's a 4 patch. So we have 2 like this that are kind of like a flower with leaves, and 2 that are kind of like rocket ships like this. So I'm laying them both out. Get that out of the way. And I can stitch the pairs together to make little rows, and then those rows together to make the 4 patches. Swap this for that 1/4 inch foot with the guide. So for all of these, I'm going to press them towards the square. So for this one, it is the blue square. And then for the other one, it is the background square. And then we'll have the same with the bottom set, blue square and background square. There we go. So I have them laid out again to make sure that I know what I'm doing as I sew these together. And I'm going to sew these 4 patches together. Now on all of these, I can go ahead and spin the seams. So this seam's going this way, that means I'm going to make this one go this way, this seam's going this way, and that one that way. So these are all going clockwise. So I'm going to lay these out. And I notice on these ones, my points on these ones are not as perfect as I might like, but I'm going to be okay with it. I think once it's quilted, you won't really notice. So there's the block. So I'm going to stitch these together and these together to make my 2 rows. And then I'm going to stitch my rows together to make my finished block. That's still right? Yes, it is. So one needs to get stitched, or one needs to get pressed in one direction and the other in the other direction. It doesn't really matter which direction you pick, as long as they're just going in opposite directions. There we go. Does that still look right? Yes, it does. So now right sides together, and I'm going to put the block together. Okay, so now we're going to spin these seams. There we go. That's the October block for the 4-patch block of the month. I'm so excited that we got this one done. Doesn't this look cute? We just have 2 more blocks to go in this series, and then we get to put the whole quilt together. I hope you're enjoying following along. Again, if you're new here, go down to the description, all the details you need. Make sure you're subscribed to this channel so that you know when I have a new video up. Anyone has any questions or comments, leave those down below. And make sure you give this video a thumbs up. It helps it be seen more and helps my channel be seen more. Friends, thanks so much for watching. I hope that you're enjoying this quilt, and I will see you right here real soon. Bye for now.